Starting with Egypt's massacre, Egyptian air forces carried out airstrikes in North Sinai overnight against hideouts used by terrorists involved in the Friday attack on a mosque in the governorate's Bir al-Abd city, which left 305 worshippers dead and 128 injured. The armed forces spokesperson said in a statement on Sunday that the airstrikes destroyed hideouts containing weapons, ammunition, and explosive material. Moreover, law enforcement personnel in coordination with the Air Force are combing the area where the strikes were carried out. In relation to the context, British Prime Minister Theresa May telephoned Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Saturday to express her condolences over the barbaric attack on Al-Rawda Mosque in North Sinai on Friday, saying the UK stands ready to help in any way possible. Moreover, on Saturday, Algerian President Abdelaziz Bouteflika sent a message of condolence to al-Sisi, condemning the heinous crime and reaffirming Algeria's absolute solidarity with the brotherly Egyptian people and renewed support for Egypt in the face of terrorism. The gun and bomb attack by militants killed more than 300 people and left tens injured during Friday prayers. Going to the Syrian profile, an intensifying push by the Syrian government and allied forces to take the last major rebel stronghold near the capital Damascus killed at least 19 people on Sunday and injured many. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said at least 123 people, including 26 children, have been killed by airstrikes and shelling since the Syrian army, backed by Russian jets, began an offensive nearly 2 weeks ago to take the besieged rebel-held eastern Ghouta area. It's worth mentioning that eastern Ghouta is one of several de-escalation zones across western Syria. Meanwhile, in Sana'a, a drone strike has killed 7 suspected members of Al-Qaeda in southern Yemen. Security officials on Sunday said a drone likely to be American killed all 7 overnight as they were aboard 3 vehicles on the road from the southern province of Shabwa to the central province of Baida. It's worth mentioning that the United States is the only force known to operate armed drones over Yemen. In Islamabad, Islamist Tehreek-e-Labaid party activists on Sunday clashed with security forces for a second day on the outskirts of Pakistan's capital Islamabad, burning vehicles before withdrawing to a protest camp they have occupied for more than 2 weeks. According to media reports, at least 6 people were killed on the previous day when several thousand police and paramilitary tried to disperse a sit-in protest by the religious hardliners. Police officials said more than 125 people were wounded in Saturday's failed crackdown, including 80 members of security forces. And finally, an explosion in a port city south of Shanghai on Sunday killed 2 people and injured at least 30 others, knocked down buildings and left streets littered with damaged cars and debris. The government and official media said the early morning explosion struck a riverfront neighborhood in Ningbo, one of China's busiest ports. They also said firefighters traced the blast to a hole in the ground where a toilet had been, but the cause still was under investigation. Officials added that 2 people were killed and 2 more seriously injured.